come on in. I'm just gonna see if I can pull this up where I can see people. Don't know. Haven't done this too many times. See where maybe I can see some. Oh yeah. Hello. Just waiting for some folks to come on. Sorry about the camera angle. They wouldn't let me do it another way. Hello, Stella. Got my laptop down here because I can see it a little bit better than I can my phone. Hello, Lisa. Just waiting to see if some more folks will come on. Okay, well, there's 9 of y'all on here, so I'm going to go ahead and go. Okay, so I told y'all once I got 1,000 subscribers that I would let y'all pick out some stuff to do a wreath. I've got 4 options for y'all. I've got this sign. It's got the pumpkins on there, and I got a slew of ribbons to go with that. I've got some pumpkins. I don't have a lot of fall signs. I don't have none actually, but that one. So we can do a glam one with these pumpkins. I got a lot of shiny ribbon that go with that. I've got this sunflower, leopard print, cheetah print, whatever kind of print it is. Great to see you too, Stella. And then we have like some random like scarecrows and pumpkins that we can throw in there and make that the focal point. So pick. You want the blue and orange sign, the copper and olive pumpkins, the sunflower cheetah print, or the scarecrows. Good luck, Devin. Bond. Blue and orange, the round one. Sunflower. Okay. Hey, Teresa. Neighbor from South Carolina. Is it just as hot down there as it is up here? I'm in North Carolina, by the way. Can y'all see okay? Can you hear me okay? I mean, I wouldn't know how to fix it because this is the only angle they would let me go live from. So, the scarecrows is just two little picks, and I have some pumpkins to go with it. And a stacked pumpkin. I'm trying not to lean on the table because I know it's shaking the camera. Pennsylvania. Okay, so we have 2 for the sunflower, right? No, 1 for the sunflower, 1 for the scare. Y'all, I need one to do all 4 of them. So y'all let me know. We got 1 vote for the scarecrow and the pumpkin, 1 vote for the sunflower and cheetah print, and 1 vote for the blue and orange pumpkin. Blue and orange. 2 votes for the blue and orange. Okay. So we're going to do the blue. Okay, we're going to do the blue and orange. So let me clean off some of this stuff. Got too much stuff. Too much stuff. I was so worried about this tonight, y'all. So worried. Nervous, scared. Thank God my air conditioner shut up. Okay. Just give me 1 second to clean off the table. See all this glorious ribbon I have. And everything's gonna fall. Okay. And these are the ribbons I got. Not much in that blue color. I don't know if y'all can see them all. But that's what we have. Okay. So we need to pick some mesh. We can go with the denim blue burlap mesh. We got the natural color. We got the natural and white. So y'all tell me which one. I do have orange, but it's a bright orange. I even have a green, if you think the green. Now my ribbons are going to roll everywhere. Can y'all see? Y'all tell me which mesh you want. Telling y'all are creating this, not me. So, which mesh? They're all burlap, except for the green and the orange. The green is breeze mesh, and the orange is breeze mesh. The rest are burlap. Well, the plaid one's fabric. Blue. I got one vote for blue. I need more than one vote. Y'all can't say I'm picking favorites. One blue. One vote for blue. Going once. Going twice. Blue and orange. Okay. There we go then. That's settled. Alright. So let's get started. I had a friend. Okay. I bet I don't have no blue or orange pipe cleaners either. Nope. I'll just use natural ones. Okay. Y'all know how we do this. We go on the brackets on the inside. I'm glad some of y'all showed up. I was starting to get worried about it because it's storming here. It's been storming all afternoon. So we're just going to go all the way around the inside on the brackets. Y'all are quiet. Y'all don't talk very much. Okay, and on the outside, I'm going to do 2 on the inside. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, I was starting to wonder that night because, see, what happened was, is my nephew, he's got 6 email accounts. So I told him I was 6 away from having enough subscribers. And so he went in his room and he come out about 10 minutes later. And he was like, you did it, you did it. So I think he did it, and I think YouTube caught it and took him away, is what I think happened. But I'm over 1,000 now, even counting his, so not counting his. Let me get some more of these. And y'all, on the outside, I'm doing 2. I'm doing 1 by this bracket and 1 by this bracket. And this is a 14-inch frame. I'm not sure. I see it just fine right there. It was just, well, it gets a little blurry on my laptop every once in a while, but it may be because it's storming. So I can't help that. I know it always does rain. The spring is the worst. And God, my whole yard is flooded. I brought a towel out with me today because I was like, I'm not getting caught in the rain on the way back in my house. Is everybody else's video blurry, or is it just hers, or what? Because y'all, I am not a tech person. I wouldn't know how to fix it. In California, whew, that's a long way from here. Okay. Then we're going to cut some mesh. Get my little mesh holder out. So y'all want the blue on the bottom? Or do you want, how do y'all want this? Talk to me. Who said blue and orange? Teresa. Orange mesh. How do you want it? Is Teresa still here? Okay. I don't think Teresa's still here. So let's do the blue. Just one color blue. Okay, do both colors like alternate them? Is that what you mean? I can do that. Do like one blue, one orange, one blue, one orange, like that. Yes. Okay. We'll do that then. Okay. Set that aside. And we'll run out of room on my table because my laptop's up here. So bear with me. We're going to line these up. Is it blurry just when I like moved it? Is that what it is? Is that the issue? Trying to figure this whole thing out now, so I can do this more often. Okay, we're going to cut these at about 19-20 inches. And we're going to need, let me roll these over. We're going to need 18 of these. Hi. Hi, sweet girl. Hello to everybody who's just coming on. Y'all missed the fun part of picking which project we were doing, but that's okay. We'll do more. Not tonight, but later on. I'm trying not to shake the table. How many do we need? 9. That's 5. 6. 7. 'It gets blurry when I move the table, y'all. It's a little blurry, but we can handle it. We've been through worse. Well, thank you, Stella. What are you cutting in that? Between 19 and 20. It don't have to be exact. Okay, we have our 9. Set these over here. Throw that away. Get the frame. See, when I touch the table, I think that's when it gets blurry. Okay. So I like to turn the roll side down, and I roll the end under about twice. I don't know what this method is called. I'm sure it's called something, but I don't pay attention to other folks, how they do it. I mean, I do, but I don't take instruction from them, if that makes any sense. Rosie Unique Design said hi. Well, hello, Rosie Unique Designs. How are you? And then I make sure the other end is rolled in under twice too. The wreath community, y'all, is so large that you would never be able to learn everything from one person because there are so many people who do it differently. So after about 2 or 3 years of watching people, I just decided I'm just going to do it how I want to do it. I am new in here. It's easy to go live. If you're YouTube savvy, yeah, I guess it could be easy. It's not real easy for me, but I'm old. I'm not very tech savvy at all. But doable, as you can see. If you have an Android phone, a smartphone, you can do it. That's how I did it. You're welcome. You just hit the go live button, hit a few other buttons, and boom, it's recording you. So be ready. Well, that'll work. That's what I'm using right this minute. Whoever called this blue and orange, I like it. So far. So who in here actually makes wreaths and who in here just likes to watch? I always think that's a interesting thing. I figured that from your name, Rosie, but you never know. So I asked. How long have you been making wreaths? Yes, I'm live now. I missed that one. I make wreaths I retired and needed to do something with myself. Right? Understand that? I've been making them for 6 years. Well, I took a year off, year before last, but since 2019. Hey, Diane. There's another neighbor from South Carolina. There's another person in here from South Carolina, Diane. Y'all might be real neighbors. Orange. 2017. Started 2019, so yeah. You have an Etsy shop. Columbia for 22 years. Everybody's loving South Carolina here lately. I love Myrtle Beach. We went there on vacation a few years back. I love it. Last September, still alive. So you're still new. Fairly new. Okay, I don't want to drop this off the backside. Okay, now we're going to go on to the inside. Who here's tried Etsy? Because I tried it and honestly I'm too lazy to keep up with all the postings every day and all that. And I had it for like 3 months. And I had about, I don't know, 15 things posted. I didn't get very many views. And I know it was my fault because I didn't work it like I was supposed to. But that's my bad. Okay, y'all be thinking about where you want to sign at. What did not work? It didn't work for me because I didn't work the system. I didn't work the Etsy shop the way I was supposed to is why it didn't work for me. That's all. It was my fault. Nothing against Etsy at all. I mean, it's easy to use. It's just I didn't put in the work to post the items and do all the descriptions and all that. So y'all, my air needs to come back on. I'm about to sweat. Okay. Make sure everything's fluffed up. This is what we got. We got a little hole right there. Unless y'all want me to squish it. Y'all want me to squish it? But I don't know if this sign will look good on a squished. We could put it right in the middle. Put it off to the side. This is the sign. It's more of a gray on the outside. The letters here are blue, dark blue. It's got some orange in the leaves, the maple leaves down here. It's got a little touch of purple in those flowers right there, if y'all can see them. Okay, we have one vote for middle. Y'all, I've got these old ties on here. I'm just going to add to them. I had this on a grapevine wreath, but I took it off. One vote for middle. Any other votes? Two for middle. Welcome everybody who is tuning in. If you haven't subscribed and would like to, I would appreciate it. But if you don't want to, I'm fine with that too. Bottom right and bow left top. Bottom right, bow left top. Any more votes? I hear the frogs and the crickets out there. The rain must have stopped. Okay. Bottom left, bottom right. Bottom right or middle. Y'all still voting? Or have we decided on middle? Let me get a swallow drink. Okay. Moving on. We're going to go with middle. I'm just going to attach it to that bracket up here. I always attach at least the top piece to the bracket. And you don't want to pull it so tight that it sinks in. You just want it secure. Okay. Ow, my finger got stuck in there, y'all. Trying to find that bracket. Where do I get my ribbon from? most of my ribbon in the past year or so has been given to me from a friend of mine who passed away. She was a wreath maker. So when she passed, her husband gave me all her stuff. But before that, I would order from Craft Outlet. I also shop at Hobby Lobby, Carolina Pottery for ribbon. I haven't never bought no ribbon off Etsy, but I've seen a lot that I would buy off of Etsy. I'm just making sure these are tight. The sign looks a little loose. I love Craft Outlet though. I remember my biggest order from there, I just knew it was going to come in like 4 or 5 boxes. They got all of it in one box. It was like over $600 worth of ribbon and stuff. I was impressed. In one box. I was like, okay then. It was a big box, but they got it all in there. Signs I get from Craft Outlet. Some signs, if they're decent enough, I have bought a few from Dollar Tree and Dollar General and places like that. Not necessarily like signs, but like tinsel type stuff. Like flamingos, hearts, stuff like that, that are larger in size. Yes, Amy. Craft Outlet is the bomb. Okay. We have that. What do y'all think so far? I'm loving the blue and orange. Bravo idea. I would have never done it. Thank y'all. Whoever it was who said that. Okay. Ribbon choices that match this sign. I'll start with the ones I have the most of. Okay, we have 1.5 inch maple leaves. That matches. We have this plaid. I threw in this blue polka dot because I don't have many blue options. And I also threw in this light pink. Because there's light pink in there. And I love this ribbon. And it's about the only orange that I have that is not like whimsical. So, and I have this. And then just the cream. So, what do y'all think? I know I want to use this. Don't y'all want to use this? It's pretty. Can you ask what it's on your description on your live video? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What does it say? I hate to close out of here. I might not get back. Southern Indiana. Wow. What do y'all want to do for the bow? Thank you all for joining. Y'all are blowing my mind. Okay, y'all. Tell me something. Y'all can't see those. Can y'all see them all? No. There you go. The plaid and blue. polka dot and cream. Orange plaid, polka dot, and cream. Those ones. Y'all don't want no maple leaves? Definitely. Okay, well, we can use these for the bow. I don't know if we'll get ribbon tails out of them. I know the cream one we won't. So we may have to use one of these for ribbon tails. So y'all pick one of these. To go in there with all that. Because we're going to need ribbon tails. Y'all, my radio's dying. It's over here popping at me. I got it turned down, but it's popping. Y'all still with me? The colorful squares. That one? Okay. Alright. And I'll just throw a tail in there with that. Okay. Let me get these out of the way. Let me go ahead and get a zip tie out. Y'all, I am so hot in here. For ribbon tails. Gotcha. You don't want none of it in for the bow? Like maybe one tail in the back? Okay. You don't want it in the bow. Okay. So, we're not going to make long tails on this because the bow is probably going to have to go at the bottom, right? Right. Okay, 8-inch tails. Twist. I'm starting with the plaid. I'm going to do 6-inch loops. And I'm going to do 1 loop on one side with a tail and then 2 loops on the other side. With, oh, where's my scissors? With the tail. Okay. And now let's go with the blue. And I'm going to start this one this way. And we're going to go about 5.5 inches. And this time we have 2 loops on this side and 1 loop and 2 tails on this side. Let's see. Isn't that so pretty? Oh my goodness. What just happened there? I hope that don't happen again. Okay. One tail on this side. Y'all, it happened again. What in the world? And there's another pin in it. It's always the things I like. I can't have nothing nice. Okay. Let's try this again. We're going to come down a little bit. I can't help my camera shake. I'm sorry. I think it's because I'm shaking the table. I think that's what it is. Either that or the weather, because it is storming here. Okay. This is how I'm going to fix that. Okay, I got 2 loops. And I only need 1 more loop on this side. I'm just going to come in like so and give myself another loop. Next time I go live, I won't set the camera on the table. And see if that makes a difference. Okay. Now, this page. Nope, I have to start it from this side. Yeah. Yeah, it gets blurry when I'm messing with the table. And y'all, that was just enough to do that. Okay. We'll take our zip tie. Run it right next to them dowels. Spin that zip tie around. Get a pot cleaner, go right up underneath there. Make it snug, but not super tight. We want to get everything situated. Thank you, air conditioner. Now get it real tight. Okay. Y'all, since this is a cream color, I can see that zip tie a lot. So, I don't know which one to use. But y'all, now we're going to need another one. Because there's no. I'll use a piece of this. I'm just going to cut me off a little piece. I'm going to cut it down the middle. And I'm going to fold it over on top of itself. And I'm going to come in and wrap it right around that bow and tie it off in the back. And now you can't see the zip tie anymore. No, we got to straighten that out. That looked rough, didn't it? Okay. If your loops are not long enough, y'all just pull on them. Them tails will shorten up and that loop will get bigger. Okay. I'm going to trim that off. We got to dovetail and it's blurry on my end too. It is now. I do apologize. I'll try and get better. Yeah, I'm definitely liking these colors together. I think I got them all. I'm trying not to sit on the table hard, so. Okay, now I'm just going to fluff the bow again. Fluff, fluff, fluff. Oh, missed one. Alright. Where do y'all want it? Bottom, right? Right there at the bottom. Maybe off to the side. A little bit right there. Can you see? We can put it a little off to the side. We can put it at the bottom. We can put a little off to this side. I guess we could put it at the top. Since I didn't make a crazy big bow. Where do y'all want? Hello, new people. We're making a wreath together. Y'all are deciding. Bottom or side, both look good. Okay, any more votes? On the left top. Left top. Top. Okay. Putting it at the top. Just wrapping around the bracket, and then what's left I'm wrapping around the frame itself. Maybe the replay won't be so blurry. I don't know, y'all. Telling y'all. Alright. That's what we got. Now, ribbon tails. This is what I got. You want me to do them all in this? I can't do them all in that. My other options are these. This is for ribbon tails. I do not have enough of this to do 9. Can't make them out. Okay. We've already decided on this one. And this one. And we use this one in the bow, but I don't have enough. I've got very little. I got enough to do maybe 2, maybe 3 tails with that. And I have this. And then I have a lighter blue. This is just like a baby blue. But I don't have any other blue options that match this. So, what do we do? Do we just cut what we can out of the blue and this and use them with this? I mean, I think those two would look good together. And I actually think those two would look good together. Single ribbon tails. Single ribbon tails? With this. What about the solid orange one? I don't have a solid orange one. I've got this and this. The solid orange, I didn't have enough. This one. Okay. So while y'all deciding, talk amongst yourself. I'm going to be cutting these. I'm going to see how many I can get out of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one. 9. I can get 10 out of this one. I'm cutting them at 12 inches. 1. I'm going to dovetail them. It does. I could do single, but I only have 10 of them. There's 18 ties, so okay, so I'm gonna do them single. I'm gonna start it off every other one. Should they go in the blue or the orange? I think the blue, but y'all tell me. In the blue or the orange? And put it in the blue mesh or the orange mesh. Diamond and plaid. Diamond and plaid. Diamond and plaid. Okay. Two, three, four. It's just a designer delicate. I don't know what that means. I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10. Maybe we'll only need 10 because of the bow. Okay. Maybe I need to get something to strengthen my signal. Do you think maybe that'll work? Supposed to say P. I'm confused, Anne. Okay. So here we go. We're going to put one in the blue. I think I'm going to put this one in the orange. One more time. It is supposed to be, say, designer problem. Whew. Yes. Yes. It is always a designer problem. And then I'm going to put the orange plaid in the blue. Y'all think that's all right? Like so. Lord, I did the wrong one. Where the makes the colors come out. And I'm going to take it with me to my next event next weekend. And if it sells, I will be sure to let y'all know. How many people's on here? 13 people. It's not bad. Okay. least one. Okay, I'm gonna skip right there. The blue ones have this. I'm gonna skip around the bow. Storm in here too. Diane, are you the one who said you were from South Carolina? Or am I confused again? Thunder in here in Pennsylvania, right? Yay. I have a friend who lives in Kentucky who takes vacations in Pennsylvania. Or she took one that I know of. I think they went bear hunting or something. I thought so, Diana. Just trying to keep my people straight. Y'all, I think we have enough. I can get my pot cleaners out. I got a free. Alright, let's see. Yeah, the next time I'm going to set y'all over there in front of me. So you're not on the table. Maybe that will help with things. Sign sucked up my mesh. So get right up in there. Okay, need this one. If anybody on here is new and hasn't subscribed yet, you can go over and hit the subscribe button, like, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I'm on or when I have a new video up. Trying to find my pot cleaners under there. Okay. We're almost done, y'all. This is rather pretty. I think I'm missing one. Yeah. Okay. It looked like I was missing something. Got another fray right there. Back down in there. Okay. Alright, y'all. This is what we have. I think it's pretty. Y'all did a good job. Good job. So, that's all for that. Anybody have any more questions or anything? I'm going to say thank you, Stella, but y'all the ones who picked everything, so y'all did a great job. I probably will do some type of video over the weekend. Yes, that orange does look really good with that blue. I wasn't expecting it to because I'm not a big orange person, but I like that a lot, actually. Over the weekend, I have to get some stuff ready for next weekend because next weekend is my 2-day event, next Friday and Saturday. So I'm going to need to go through all my wreaths in the attic, in the utility trailer, in here, and make sure everything is tagged and priced and looking good and all that stuff. So I'm going to start on the utility trailer tomorrow. So if I have to fix anything or anything like that, then I may do a video. But if not, I will definitely be doing a wreath on Monday. Can't really tell what it looks like. Blurry camera due to weather. Good evening and thank you. Good evening to you too. And thank you for coming and hanging out with me. I do apologize for the camera. Like I said, I'll try and do better next time. I may go and buy something to up the signal or whatever. I charge 2 to 3 times the amount that it costs to make, depending on my location. If I'm selling to friends and family, I sell 2 times the amount. If I'm selling to people that I don't know, like on Facebook Marketplace or at an event, something like that, then it'll go 2 to 3 times. If it's an older wreath that I've had hanging around for 2 or 3 years, I may drop the price down on it to as long as I make like $10 for my effort, you know. But price does vary on your location and on who wants to buy it. Because there's some people who will whip out $100, no problem, and buy it. And then there's some who turn their nose up at $30. So it all depends on the person who's wanting to buy it. But never sell it for less than what you have in it. At least make your money back off of it. Even if it's your sister. You may not have to charge her for your time, but at least charge her for the supplies. You're welcome. You're very welcome. I don't know if the camera's still blurry or not, but I want to show it one more time before I get off here. And I do thank y'all for hanging out with me. This was fun. We must do it again. You're right. You're absolutely right. Sunshine Bean. That's a cute name. People don't understand the time and experience that goes into making beautiful wreaths. You're absolutely right. You have to eat a wreath first. Thank you. Yeah, us wreath people have to eat too. So I'm going to charge for my time. I'm a big girl. I like to eat. Yeah, I don't even know what time it is. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Well, that didn't take us but an hour. I did start a few minutes early. Alright guys, well if there's no more questions, if you're new here and you like the content besides the blurry picture, I know it sucks. But I do have videos that are not blurry. Hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications and yeah, all that good stuff. Alright guys, I'm out of here. See y'all next time.